Here we go. We are getting started, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Andrea Luzon, Legacy Liberator, Quantum Healer, Sacred Freedom Coach. I am going to support us with a little bit of a sagey experience. That always supports me. So we've got a group going on Instagram. Hello, Instagram. I'm going to go around my microphone, go around the camera for all of you. Just imagine being in a beautiful, supportive environment and one of your friends is saging you, clearing out any energy not working for you. I like to do my feet. Sage my feet. Awesome. So I'm going to let that continue to just send us light and encouragement. Thank you for being here. You have made it to a Momentum Monday, your morning ritual. Your morning ritual is about you reconnecting with your authenticity, your intentions, that innate wisdom inside of you. So for a moment, let's just allow yourself to begin paying attention to your breath. So simply bringing awareness to you breathing. How does it feel to bring air into your lungs? Maybe even practice holding it for a moment before you exhale out. So on your next inhale, bring it in through your nose. Ready? Inhale. Holding it while you're full, expanding your chest, and then exhale out. Maybe allow yourself to sigh or blow out air with your mouth. Beautiful. I always find myself shimmying on the exhale. Just feels good. Next, inhale in through the nostrils. Ready? Inhale. Holding once you get to the top. In that nice full position. And then exhale out. Let something go. Let something drip off of your back. Beautiful. I hope you're feeling a bit more present, a bit more in your body in this moment. So now we're going to switch it up just to support you in being even more in your body. I would love for you to kick off any shoes or house slippers that you're wearing and allow yourself to move. I am going to change the music and we're going to allow you to just, for 3 whole minutes, allow you to ground into your body. And if you just want to stretch, that's great. If you want to just bop, did you ever see the movie Hitch where he just does the step together, step together, step together, and his hands are at 90 degrees from his biceps? I just thought that was very cute because everyone can dance, everyone can move on the rhythm. So allow yourself to be in your joy, allow yourself to play, have some fun. And this is just, I'm going to kick off my little shoes and allow yourself to just be present and have some fun for 3 whole minutes. I'm going to crank up the music a bit. So you may have to turn your volume down or up. It's completely up to you. And I love this song because it's, I need you. Hey, mama, I need you. And I love thinking about your soul singing this song to you. Like, hey, mama, I need you. Get up. Let's dance. Let's shake it. Come back into your body. Come back into your play. So here we go.
You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you.
Ready?
Mama, I need you. You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need you. You know I need you. You know I want you. Mama, I need you. Come and see me, baby. You know I need you. Mama, I need you. Mama, I need
Keep breathing. Focus on your breath as you move. Outstanding. Yes. Beautiful. I trust that you are feeling the pumping of your heart. And that's really what this is about. Allowing yourself to really feel the air moving in and out of your stomach area and your chest and feeling that heartbeat. I learned something beautiful the other day from Dr. Peter Levine. And he was talking about how we can become, at times, we can become emotionally dysregulated. And one of the methods that he was teaching was so beautiful. And he talked about taking your right hand. This might be switched for you. And you tuck your right hand kind of under your armpit, and you're sort of hugging the left rib cage. Oh my goodness, I can really feel my heartbeat right there. So you're really tucking, you're kind of holding your heart in a way by tucking your right hand around your left rib cage. And then you take the other hand and just place it on your shoulder or your arm, or maybe you want to put it up by your neck. And just to allow yourself to take a couple of deep breaths in that position. Maybe you want to flutter your eyelids closed. So I don't know about you, but this exercise really lands for me. And there are some other options that I can teach you in the future. And yet today, this just felt really, really beautiful to share, especially since your right hand should right now be feeling the pumping of your heart. You should feel some pulsing if you were moving with us. Okay, so at this moment, I would love to encourage you to find a seat or lay down. Either of those options are beautiful. Whatever is feeling good for you today, whatever will feel relaxing and centering and support you in going a little bit deeper, which is what we're going to explore today. So grab your chair. So as you are getting comfortable, maybe you need a sip of water, or perhaps you just want to take some nice deep breaths. Regardless, allow yourself to focus on your heart. Focus in your heart space, bringing your awareness to the breath. If your heart is still pounding, that's perfectly okay. You are safe. You are surrounded by friends. So I invite you to allow your eyelids to flutter closed, opening up your inner awareness, staying with us. And if you recall, today we talked about opening ourselves up to an inner journey, to reclaiming our personal authority, to coming home to that inner voice of wisdom. So again, allowing yourself to witness your breath. Allow your breaths to become longer, deeper. Quiet your mind. Surrender to the process. Bring your awareness to inside your mind, where you step into an elevator inside of you that brings you deeper into your consciousness. It begins in your mind and it takes you down into yourself 7 levels. Allow the elevator to bring you down, down, down. And when the doors open, you step out into a beautiful garden. Every part of you has already designed this garden. And allow that picture to unfold. Allow yourself to experience trees, bushes, flowers, various plants that speak to you, that feel relaxing, comforting. Maybe there are paths that you can walk. Maybe you hear a bubbling fountain and you can witness its water moving. Allow yourself to smell the scents of your personal garden. What do you hear? Perhaps you feel a slight breeze and you can hear the branches rustling. Perhaps you can hear birds chirping, or maybe the sound of water moving. Breathe in the beauty of your garden. Breathe in the smells. Breathe in the way that you feel now that you are here. And now you see a perfect meditation spot. A spot that was created just for you by all of you. You find yourself moving to that meditation spot. And you take a seat. Connect with how the clothes on your body feel. For this adventure, you have put on your body clothing that caresses you, clothing that supports you, clothing that makes you feel magnificent. Allow yourself to explore that. Explore how your clothing feels on your body. Connect with how you are feeling. And allow yourself to go a bit deeper inside of you. As you go deeper, a pillow or seat begins to form next to you. And in that seat, an aspect of you arrives. It is you at your best. This is an aspect of you right next to you. It is filled with love and compassion, power and strength. This is your sacred self. Perhaps it's an older version of you. Perhaps it's a fuzzy cloud that hopped out of your body for just this discussion so that you can experience your power, your grace outside of you for just a moment, to come into relationship with this sacred aspect of you. Invite this aspect to fully enter your awareness, to be fully present with you. See your highest potential in this aspect. Peaceful, loving, centered, and fulfilled. Take this aspect by the hand and look it in the eye. Ask this aspect to stay with you, to remain present with you, to guide you and protect you. Reconnect with your breath, breathing in the power of this conversation, this moment, allowing yourself to be present with that highest potential inside you. Ask it what you need to do to open your heart. Allow yourself to listen. What do I need to do or create to truly open my heart? What do I need to create to release any old toxicity I've been carrying around? What do I need to do to release any old toxicity I've been carrying around? Allow yourself to listen. Listen to this wiser version of you. This version of you that knows that it is whole. This aspect of you is completely 100% grounded in your worthiness. This aspect of you is divinely wise. Listen to any wisdom that is coming in for you. Breathe in the wisdom. Breathe in how you are honoring yourself by simply being present in this moment. Breathe in and honor yourself for being willing to explore this journey. If you are still physically touching this aspect of you, give it a squeeze. Stretch yourself and embrace your sacred self. Maybe it's a hand squeeze, maybe it's a hug. Allow yourself to embrace this powerful, centered, flowing form of you. Embrace the aspect of you that knows. Your sacred self knows. Thank this aspect of you for coming to see you. Make a vow that you will return to this garden and that you will stand in time by visiting this aspect of you. That you will be back. You'll be back to your sacred garden. And as you part, allow yourself a deep inhale, breathing in the awareness of all that has transpired. Exhaling out anything not serving this experience. Know that you can always come back and allow yourself to go back into the elevator, coming back up through your body. And this time, the elevator opens and you are fully in your heart. You are fully in your heart. And you can feel how living from this place, fully connected to your garden, connected to your mind, connected to your sacred self, living in the heart is your power. Breathe in that knowing. And on your exhale, allow your eyelids to flutter open and closed. Welcome yourself back into this space with a deep smiling breath, inhaling through your nose and lifting the corners of your mouth. On your exhale, wiggle your fingers, your toes. Feel free to roll your wrists or your ankles, your shoulders. Allow yourself to come back into your body, being fully present internally and externally. If you've been here before, you will know that typically after we experience some inner guidance, we give ourselves the opportunity to really ground it in powerfully by pushing pen or pencil into paper. So if you're able to locate a piece of paper, or maybe you have a favorite journal and pen like I do. So as I'm turning to a new page, I'm going to write two things across the top. I'm going to write Momentum Monday And my morning ritual. If you're watching the replay or if you are around the planet and it's a different time for you, that's okay. Here in the middle of the United States, it is morning. So we are writing my morning ritual. So I would love for you to, just in a few words, describe how your garden feels. So our first prompt is describe how my garden feels. If you'd like to come back another time and describe what your garden looks like, then please do that. Write about the plant life, write about any paths, any trees, if there were fountains. Were there any other living creatures in your garden? Were they holding still? Were they moving around? But all of that created a feeling in you, a feeling for you. And what did that feel like? So allow yourself just to jot down a few words at this moment. And then I would like you to write, describe my sacred self. Our second prompt is, describe my sacred self. And go ahead and write any attributes that you felt. How did this aspect of you move through the world? And what I mean by that is ways of being. Does your aspect move quickly? Does your aspect move in a loving way? Is your aspect patient? Write what you feel. How did that aspect of you make you feel as we explored, as we sat together, as we tuned into the energy that our sacred self was offering us? Describe my sacred self. When you spoke with your sacred self and you asked the question, what do I need to do to open my heart? What do I need to create? What was the answer? When you felt into your heart, when you listened to your sacred self, what do you get to create in your life to truly open your heart? So how do I open my heart? Allow that wisdom to be pushed into the paper by lead or ink. And someday we'll explore a painting process for this, and that will be fun as well. How do I open my heart? I know I'm going a bit quickly, but I trust that you will have these questions and go further. For those of us in the recording space, we will be diving in a bit more deeply. So the last question that I'd love for you to reflect on is, how do I release any old toxicity I am carrying? How do I release any old toxicity I am carrying? The last question I have for you today. What message does my sacred self have for me? What message does my sacred self have for me? And if there isn't a feeling that washes over you in this moment, an awareness, then this is your invitation to come back. You can find this recording on YouTube. You can find it on Instagram and in our Facebook community, which is the Awake, Free, Expansive Community on Facebook. So you can come back to this and fast forward to the place where we begin to go within and go down into that garden and allow yourself to be with that aspect of you as an outside figure. Sometimes when we allow our attributes to reside outside of us, we can connect more deeply, because instead of us trying to grab on to power or wisdom or truth or intuition, sometimes if we move ourselves through a guided visualization and we can connect with those aspects of us in an outside creature or embodiment, it's almost like that embodiment allows us to absorb it from their energy into ours. I know for me, I've had a beautiful visualization where I greet myself. I'm much older, like glowing white robes, but just so gentle, like an aspect of that I know lives inside of me, but so much gentleness, so much kindness, so much wisdom and patience, that it's just so beautiful to spend time with her, because I know she is me. But when I come to her as the 80, 90, 100, 200-year-old Andrea, there's just such a maternal gentleness. And it's like I feel that she is me, and I'm already there because I'm looking at her, and she's already walked through the fire, through life. She's already raised her children. She's already aged, and seen friends come and go and lived a full life. So being with my sacred self can oftentimes feel like being held. So I trust that this supported you today, and that you get to take this forward in your life, that you can come back to your inner wisdom elevator at any moment, and it can bring you to your garden filled with things that support you in feeling good, and that you're wearing clothing that just lights you up and feels like so luscious on your body. And it supports you in feeling magnificent, feeling lit up, feeling supported and courageous. Any aspects of you that you've been calling in and yet possibly struggling with, like, this is where you get to go. I've done some inner work, and there's an exercise where we cross the line and we talk about our greatest fear, or we talk about the thing that we desire, but there's something holding us back. And we have an experience that we take people through where you cross the line from not having been it, or not having it, or being afraid of it. And then you cross the line and you come into your courage, your wholeness, your worthiness, whatever that line is that's been keeping you back from what you truly desire. So this is an exercise like that. Your garden and this discussion and this sacred meditation spot get to be a place that you go when you know you've fallen back on the other side of the line, or when you are in your power and you simply want to get still and tune into that greater wisdom that is always inside you, always ready, always with arms open wide. This garden is yours. Your sacred self is a part of you. Your sacred self is yours. So thank you all so much. For those of us in the recording space, stay tuned, stay here, and we will explore a bit deeper. I would love to hear your experience, and I'd love to share mine. For anyone watching the recording, thank you so much. This has been Momentum Mondays, Your Morning Ritual with Andrea Luzon, Legacy Liberator. Thank you all so much.